Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about relationships and I don't know, maybe just hopefully open your mind to thinking about what you want out of a relationship, what you deserve out of a relationship, etc. So, since I was, so I moved here out to California when I was 18, and I am now 25, just turned 25, so that is, 7 years, and in those 7 years, been in 3 different relationships, 2 of which were about 3 years long, and the last one, which, about a year altogether. So, that's a lot of time in relationships. And the first 2, so for 6 years, of when I first came out here, I was in pretty, I would say, toxic and abusive relationships. And, I grew a lot from these relationships. I learned a lot. And I wouldn't change it. Maybe it would have been nice if it didn't take me so long to learn these lessons. But that's not what happened, and so I accept the mistakes that I've made. And, if you've been in relationships that are less than what you deserve, it's like, don't shame yourself over these mistakes. Because, the past is in the past. Like, that's not your present moment reality. You don't ever have to be in a shitty relationship again. And so, just don't beat yourself up too much about it. But anyways, so both of them, not great relationships. I wasn't perfect in them. I was young. I didn't know who I was. Kind of just was very naive. It's like the first person I was ever with, I thought, we're gonna be together forever. And I was literally like 18 years old. It's like, that's, it could have happened, but I had a lot of learning to do. So, they were toxic in the way ranging from, I guess, me being insulted a lot, just being put down. They got physical a few times, not anything too crazy, thank God. What else? Very codependent. So just all the wrong things that you don't want in a relationship, really. And I've always been a very loving, compassionate person, which is a great thing, but in these instances it was kind of working against me in the way that every time the person would mess up, every time the person would call me a name or do something that I probably deep down knew that I didn't deserve, I would make excuses for them. I would see why they were the way they were, and I would try to understand where they were coming from. And, that's a good thing, but not if you're using that as an excuse to let someone mistreat you, So, basically, had those 2 relationships, right? And then the last one that I had was very different from the previous 2 relationships. The person was very loving, very understanding, supportive, encouraged me to say when something was on my mind, something was bothering me, which, God forbid, in the past ones, if I said what I really thought, that would have not gone well, So, very appreciative to him for being a good boyfriend. And I honestly think that he came into my life to show me what's possible, because I think a big problem before that is that I honestly just didn't understand that the way in which they were treating me was not normal or really how someone who loves you would treat you. Like, it's like I had nothing to compare it to, so I thought, that's just how every guy acted to their girlfriend. Sorry, my battery is running out. And yeah, and then this guy came into my life, showed me what was possible, gave me a lot higher expectations, which I'm very thankful for. So basically, what I'm trying to say with all of this is that if you're in an abusive relationship or with someone, anyone honestly, who doesn't treat you well, insults you, causes you physical harm, there's a lot of things someone could do that hurt you. Manipulation, that's a big one. So, if you're with someone like this, know that the universe has someone out there that's so much better for you. And I know it's easy for me to say, but I've seen it firsthand. And, you gotta raise your expectations. You gotta raise your standards. You're a child of God, basically. Like, you deserve the best. You don't deserve someone to push you around, to put you down, to manipulate you. Like, you can love these people still. You can try to see where they're coming from. But just because you love someone doesn't mean that you need to continue to be with them if they're hurting you. And I know it's difficult, man. Like, I've been through it twice, and it's hard to have distance between you and someone you really love, but once you get that distance, you're gonna see that you do so much better without someone dragging you down all the time. And it's like, there's someone out there for you that's not only not gonna drag you down, but they're gonna lift you up. They're gonna see everything that's great about you, and they're gonna enhance those things. They're gonna want to help you. That's what it's like when you truly love someone. You want to help them. You want what's best for them. You don't want to see them hurting. If you hurt them out of unconsciousness and just accidentally, like, you say sorry, you make amends, like, it's hard because I can't convey to you, what it feels like to have someone with you that really loves you and really treats you like they love you, but it's so much better, so much more powerful than, that fake love that's, I think, more so an attachment. It's like, those guys were probably attached to me because I was filling a need for maybe intimacy, filling an emotional need for them. But when I wasn't giving, I honestly gave them that shit nonstop, because I really like giving affection. I like giving compliments. Like, I just like loving people, and so they were getting a lot of good shit from me. But you know, they didn't truly love me. If they truly loved me, or, you know, maybe they did, but they weren't capable of showing that love to me in the way that I deserved it at the time. And if I knew it was possible, if I knew and had higher expectations for myself, knowing that there's actual unconditional love out there, then I wouldn't have put up with that shit, you know? And it's like, I'm just hoping someone sees this and realizes that, you know, you're worth so much more than that shit. It's like, if you can't leave someone because you're dependent on them financially, or dependent on them for attention, or whatever it is, you gotta trust that you're gonna be able to get that stuff for yourself, you know? And that's an important part of having a strong, good life in the first place, is having all those things sorted out for yourself. And I know it's hard. Once again, I've been through that. I've been through living on my own and taking care of all my bills and not having any family here or any close friends. And yeah, it was very difficult, but in the end, now that I'm independent financially, independent emotionally, and like I rely on myself to give myself what it is that I need and what it is that I want, then I'm not going to be latched on to someone who's not treating me the way that I deserve to be treated. So, yeah, I just want to encourage you guys. And I don't know, if you're looking for a sign from something or someone to break up with someone, or I mean, this could even go for family members. There's some really toxic, codependent family dynamics out there, and it's like, I get that they're your family and you love them, and that's awesome. But if they're not helping you in any way, if they're causing you pain and trauma, and it's hard for you to be the best version of yourself around them, then you need to form a plan to get away from those people. And doesn't mean that you don't love them anymore. Doesn't mean you don't talk to them. You just create more distance and space between you and them. Yeah, so if you're looking for a sign, this is it. You deserve better than that. You know, you deserve someone who has gone and looked at all the parts of themselves that are unconscious, all their demons, all their fears, and has confronted these things, so that when they get into a relationship with you, these things don't come out and attack you, because that's what's going to happen if they haven't dealt with these things. And if you haven't dealt with them, then go ahead and do that too, you know? You need to know yourself, you need to know your weaknesses, any trauma or pain that you have, and, you know, release that shit. That shit's not you. It doesn't define who you are. And, you know, the present moment is all we have, this moment right now. So that shit, it's not even real anymore. I'm not saying to bypass these things, don't suppress, you know, pain or trauma that you have, but when a thought or a memory that's painful pops up in your head, you know, observe it. Don't latch onto it and create more painful thoughts. Just let it go. Bring your awareness back to the present moment. Just breathe through that emotion. If it feels like an emotional energy, like a dense energy inside of you, just observe it. And then you shining your light of awareness on it is going to get rid of that. So yeah, I mean, if we want to see a better world, we're humans, you know, we need love and connection. We need to learn what it is that we deserve and only give ourselves the best, you know? You deserve the best. You don't deserve some half-ass bullshit, okay? Yeah, but like I said, also work on yourself. Don't expect to get something out of someone if you're not embodying those things first. Be the kind of person that you want to be with. And no matter, even those people who may have hurt you in the past or are hurting you currently, have compassion for them. They probably don't know what they're doing. They're probably hurting themselves. They're probably just letting that hurt out onto you. And, have compassion for them, but don't be too attached to these people because they're going to cause themselves pain and they're going to cause you pain if you let it happen, So, I wish you guys all the best. Please, 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 please treat yourself well. Treat your body well. Treat your mind well. Choose nourishing relationships. Okay. I think that's all I have to say today. Alright. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.